Hi, my name is Stephanie Green, and I am a human resources consultant here with Roastery Advisors. Our team wanted to come with you today to talk about some strategies and some upcoming changes for the 2026 calendar year. The leaves are falling, the first snow is about to be upon us, and so it's important to think about what do we need to close out for the end of this year, and what do we need to prepare for the start of 2026. The first thing I want to discuss today is some legislative changes that are coming. There's been so many changes to 2025, but there are two things that are going to continue to change. One of those is the minimum wage rate in the state of Michigan, and that is moving to $13.73 per hour on January 1st of 2026. Keep in mind that that rate will continue to advance, and it is scheduled to become $15 per hour on January 1st of 2027. So please take a look at your current employees' pay rates and ensure that you're aligned with that. Also keep in mind that the unemployment benefit has expanded for Michigan, and what that means for employers is that you will see some change reflected in your unemployment tax rate. So please keep an eye out for those invoices and notices that will be sent for you so that you can make sure to budget. The next thing I want to discuss is just closing out the year with the Michigan Earned Sick Time Act. So if you are an employer that implemented ESTA and you use the calendar year as your 12-month period, you want to make sure that you're closing out the year properly. If you have selected the accrual method for how you are paying ESTA to your employees, you are either required to roll those hours over at the end of the calendar year or pay your employees out for that. Look at the payroll schedule and when you'll be paying that out or rolling that over for your employees. If you chose to front load the time for your employees, you are not required to pay that time out, but just make sure that you're looking at your policies, your handbooks, that you have all of that notated, and also make sure that you have that Michigan Earned Sick Time Act poster in all of your work locations. The last thing that I wanted to remind employers about is as you're coming to the end of the year, do some strategic workforce planning to make sure that you have the right staffing levels for the coming year. Sitting down with your leadership team or your executive leaders, your foremans, and say, hey, what do we need as far as skill gaps for 2026? And who do we need to hire? Is there anyone that we need to look at, manage their performance? Seeing if you already implement a performance management system or you'd like to implement one for the future, work with your HR leader or Roastery so that we can help you towards being an employer that's attracting that top talent, but also retaining it. So thank you so much to our clients. We wish you a great holiday season, and we'll see you next year.